Well, temperatures almost getting to 80 degrees today. The stage is set for strong to severe thunderstorms. You may have gotten an alert on the 13 WREX weather app right before we came on the air. That was for a tornado watch issued by the National Weather Service. That goes until 10 o'clock tonight. So between now and 10, stay alert. Watch as a friendly reminder, because we haven't had to talk about this for a little while, and we're definitely outside of our typical severe weather season. A watch is your heads up. Hey, alert, we could see severe weather in the highlighted areas through the rest of this evening. Note, spots like Freeport and Beloit, you're on the outside looking in. Everywhere else, we're under that watch for very large hail. That's the main threat, but we can't rule out a few tornadoes across the rest of this evening as a result of that severe weather potentially brewing up between about 5 o'clock to 9 for our specific area. So it may be another hour or so before we start to see storms fire up. Most likely spots that get severe weather are highlighted in this orange color here, a 3 out of 5 on our scale. That's again for large to destructive hail. Potentially, these storms have the possibility of producing hail up to a baseball in size. We'll see if they're able to generate that, but that is kind of the ceiling for those storms. But tornadoes definitely possible, especially as you head closer to Chicago. That's where some more moisture is pooling up as of right now. So we'll go over the conditions in just a second. As we look at radar, beginning to get something to develop near the Quad Cities. This is the area we're going to watch closely, as that's closest to an area of low pressure. So things are starting to brew up. Now it's just a matter of, do we get all the ingredients to align in order to get those severe storms going? So you still got a little time before you have to take action. No warnings just yet. This is why we're talking about severe weather in February, though. Almost to 80 degrees right now, and look what that cold front is doing. A good 40 degrees plus colder across Iowa. So that front is not here yet, but as it approaches, it could spark those strong to severe storms. We then have to look at future tracks. So through the rest of this early half of the evening, it stays pretty quiet. We get a little closer to 5 o'clock. That's when things may start to pop up around the Quad Cities. That would then translate through our backyard, and within a couple hours, you can see we're getting some isolated severe weather. It's not widespread, but we may get a couple storms like this that could produce that large hail and potential tornadoes. A lot of that should be done by about 8 o'clock tonight. So our window is roughly 5 to 9 for rain and storms, and a few of those could go severe with hail and tornadoes and strong winds, the threats that may be in play. And we're not done yet. It's back to winter tonight. Yes, we're dropping from 77 all the way down to 18 by tonight. And with that, snowy and windy weather kicks in. So as we go back to future track, you can see the snow doesn't really arrive until after midnight as that cold air takes hold. Not a ton of snow coming, but it will be a rude awakening in the morning. Wednesday morning is going to be like a slap to the face because we've got 40+ mile-an-hour wind gusts. Yes, sub-zero wind chills and about an inch of snow in some spots. So we go from June to January in a hurry here because of that strong cold front. We do have wind advisories highlighting where the worst of the winds could be, basically all of northern Illinois, through about sunrise tomorrow as a result of those strong winds coming through. So conditions are definitely going to give us a lot of weather whiplash here. We go again from 77 to 18 tonight and then only back to 28 for tomorrow. But then after that, things settle down for a little bit. We slowly climb back to the 70s with a lot of sunshine, and then could see a bit of a cool down into early next week. But I think overall, even though we're seeing all sorts of highs and lows, it's nice that we kind of ease back into that warmth rather than seeing a harsh transition like we're getting tonight.